Good afternoon, family. I'm about to talk about something that I've experienced, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced. It's, let's have an honest conversation today. Have you ever found yourself turning to food when you're feeling down, depressed, or when you're trying to hide your depression and you don't want people to know? Or eating way more than you need only to feel even worse afterwards? If you felt that way at any time, know that you're not alone. Overeating and depression are deeply connected. And today we're going to explore that link because most of the weight that I put it on by hiding the depression, by feeding it and not resolving it and not seeking counsel and help. So I'll share three ways these struggles feed off of each other, and some solutions to break free, and a powerful challenge today to take back control. So let's get to it. Number one, using food as emotional comfort. Boy, I've experienced that most of my life. And when I because I'm not one that will often go off on people or express what I'm feeling if it's negative. So I'll hold it in. And often what I'll do is, hide it and deal with it alone. And often the way that I would handle it is I would feed it. Food often became a quick fix for my emotional pain, offering me temporary comfort that doesn't address the real issue, but it gave me comfort. And what I had to learn by reflecting when these moments happen, when I started getting better control or deciding to take control over my eating habits and to lose weight, I had to recognize that I wasn't identifying the fact that it was depression. I didn't want to say it was depression, but I had to acknowledge the fact that there was something eating at me, something bothering me that was making me feel down. So depression makes us crave discomfort, and overeating becomes a coping mechanism. And that's what I've done, or that's what I've did in the past. Now I'm addressing it and looking at it. Just before I go to eat something, I pray over it. Before I get ready to eat, I ask myself, are you eating because you're hungry, or are you trying to feed something? Is it something you don't want to identify? So I start by identifying my triggers. What you need to do is just start identifying your triggers and ask yourself, are you eating because you're hungry, or because you're sad, bored, frustrated, angry, or just don't know? You need to know why. And it is important. The way I got the breakthrough is to journal my emotions before eating, to understand what am I truly feeling? Why is this particular feeling make me want to eat? The second point is the cycle of guilt and shame. Guilt and shame is a cycle. Overeating often leads to guilt, okay? Which feeds into the feelings of shame, and it often worsens our depression. So, okay, I went in there, I said I was going to have 2 scoops of ice cream and stop, but instead I ate the whole half gallon. Now I'm feeling guilty. So, okay, on top of that, I'm going to go and eat the cookies and the potato chips. This cycle keeps you trapped, making it harder to break free. I know I'm speaking to someone. There's someone out there that has had this problem or is coping with this problem. Don't be ashamed to admit it, because when you acknowledge it, then you can change it. So, what I want you to do is to practice self compassion. Be kinder to yourself. Understand that overeating isn't a failure. It's a signal that something deeper needs your attention. It's it's almost like a red flag. It's like an alert. So if you find yourself overeating, it's not that you're a failure. It's a signal that something deeper, more emotional needs your attention. And don't try to do the big things. Focus on small positive changes that you can make. Don't say, "Oh, I'm not going to eat no ice cream. I'm not going to eat no sweet." Don't start out doing the extremes. Say I'm going to eat smaller portions. Say I'm not going to eat after a certain time of day. Say I'm going to eliminate one particular food per month. Focus on small positive changes rather than an all or nothing thinking. So, for example, you just choose one healthy meal per day to start with, or choose to say, I'm only going to have, one dessert a week or one dessert a month. Start small. And the third point that I want to make is there are biological connections between why we get depressed and we overeat. What we affect, what we eat affects our brain chemistry. Overeating, especially processed foods that are high in sugar and are often unhealthy fats, they can cause your depression to become worse because what it does, it disrupts your mood regulating hormones. So it's a biological reason as to why you're feeling more depressed after overeating because it is triggering your mood regulators, those hormones that control your moods and how you feel. So, just a suggestion, add more whole foods like fruits and vegetables and lean proteins and healthy fats to your meals. Start decreasing the amount of processed food you eat and do it slowly. If you need to get a nutritionalist and get help, do that. Ask a friend to come along as an accountability partner to help you. And another thing that will help you is to stay hydrated, drink more water, and to eat regular balanced meals to stabilize your mood and energy levels. It is difficult when you use food as a comfort. But really, to be honest, when you have a food addiction, you're no different than an alcoholic or a drug addict. And you have to be honest with yourself and acknowledge that. And what do these people do when they really want help? They go seek professional help so that they can get better. Overeating and depression are dangers. Overeating can cause you to gain weight so that you're immobile, unable to live a full, complete life. Getting depressed can lead you to psychological and mental imbalances that could cause you to put yourself and others at risk. So let's please address this. If this topic hits home for you, I want you to take just one step today, just one. Ask yourself, can I, what am I really feeding? Ask yourself, what am I really feeding? Is it hunger or is it an emotional need? Then take one action, whether it's journaling, choosing a nutritional meal, or talking to someone you trust about how you feel. If this video has helped you in any way, or if you want to share some of your experiences, please drop a comment below about what steps you planning on taking. And let's support each other on this journey. I have about 85 pounds to lose, and I've given myself a year to do that. And it means that I'm going to have to make some serious changes in the things that I eat and the exercise and my daily habits. So just, know that it's a process and you're not alone. So if this message resonates with you or you feel that it would help someone else, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because together we can find freedom and joy beyond that plate of food. Okay? We don't have to just keep feeding these negative things and feeling bad about ourselves. Get up and dance and move and feel good. And remember, your worth isn't defined by what you eat or how you feel. Know that you are loved and there are things that you can hope for. You can hope for a healthier body. You can hope for a healthier life, a happier life. You can hope for better relationships. And you can hope for a better relationship with food. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Loving yourself enough will cause you to take better care. So I pray that something I said today has encouraged you, has caused you to know that you can do it. You can do it. You can make it happen. Join me on this journey. And next year, this time, we will be at the goal weight we desire because we took one small step. So may God bless you and strengthen you during this holiday season. And please just do it slowly and a little at a time. But don't give up on your hope. And don't lock yourself away and be depressed and sad. Find someone that you can share and talk and express your feelings and your concerns so that we can stop letting that plate of food determine our destiny and keep us locked in a cycle of depression and overeating. May God richly bless you.